Hi everybody, I'm John Self, and welcome to Self Perspective, the weekend edition. It's Saturday morning, so we have a video blog with information and insight to help you manage your career. You know, when an executive gets a job, very few believe that this is the last job they're ever going to have or will ever need. But here's an interesting thing. They take the job, they start to perform, and they don't think about the future. Shy of performing well, meeting or exceeding expectations, they do very little to bolster their career in the market. In an industry with disruption or consolidation, healthcare, for example, with value-based reimbursement, the news industry with a big impact of the digital marketplace, communications, book selling, the list is pretty long and distinguished. There is major disruption, major overhaul, and consolidation, which means there will be fewer and fewer executive jobs. So you have to stay current and you have to stay visible in the marketplace, because when you get ready to look for your next job, not having that visibility, not having a strong market reputation will just make that transition a lot harder, a lot more painful. So here are three things that I would like to encourage you to think about. Number one, strengthen your brand. Yes, you have to use LinkedIn. I know there's some executives that push back and say, oh, that's silly, I don't want to look foolish out there. But trust me, you don't have to be that visible if you're very diligent in building a robust network. You also need to be active in professional associations. Volunteer to be a mentor. Volunteer to speak if you have something unique to share, some value to give. Write. Take recruiter calls, okay? Self-serving response here. But when we call you, we're looking for help. And if you help us, we're probably going to remember you for future searches. So that's just a make sense, common sense kind of approach when a recruiter calls. Don't think, I've got a job, I don't need to talk to that person, because as soon as you take that position, you'll find yourself in the marketplace. So make friends, be nice. The second thing you need to do is enhance your network with people likely to help you when you're in the job market the next time, or that you can help them when they are in the job market. Here's what I mean. If you're a healthcare executive in Atlanta, Georgia, networking with some guy who's selling investment products in a remote North Dakota town doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? So network with people who can help you, people who can share information, people who have similar interests that you have, where you can share information and help one another out. That's what networking is all about. Not the size of your network, but the quality of the network. Again, be involved in professional associations. And something else I'm really big on. When you see somebody in your network do well, or they receive an honor, or somebody you know does something really great, send them a handwritten note congratulating them on their accomplishment. George H.W. Bush said, and I've used this before, but please forgive me, he said, I got to the White House with one handwritten note at a time. So the power of a handwritten note is still pretty significant. So don't rule that out just because we now have email. The third thing is stay current. Industry is changing, technology is changing, how we look for jobs, that's certainly changing. And you need to be up to date. You need to be the person who is out in front of that curve. Because when you start talking to younger executives who you compete with for these jobs, if you're not up to date, you really hurt your brand. So be current, be cool. Understand what all these new platforms are about and how to use them. And stay current in your industry. Know what's happening so that you can impress the people that are thinking about hiring you. If you don't come in well prepared, if they don't think you're up to date with the technology and the information in the marketplace, trust me, somebody else will get the job. So I hope these three tips will help you. If you have any questions, you can reach me at careertransitions@johngself.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.